Shallows, welcome back, people. It's the Critic Court. I'm Toke. I'm here to give you guys that review today on DARYL DIXON, episode 5. We're almost to the end, man. We're almost to the end. Literally, one more week, and that's it. 6 episodes. On to the Nets. On to that Michonne and Rick. I feel like they gave a little teaser this episode as far as Rick. I'm hoping it's Rick. I'm hoping. I do not want it to be another season of Walking Dead. They need to put that shit to rest. So, well, let's get into this. So, as you know, Daryl's still on this mission to deliver Laurent. He's they're heading to the next destination, which is called the Nest, and being accompanied by this dude named Aslan, which is the person in charge of controlling the boat that they own and shit. We get a little backstory as they're making their way. We get a little backstory on Daryl and how he even came to even get into France and shit, and I guess he was so he ran out of gas on his motorcycle. He started happy footing it. He was in Maine, and this dude ended up pulling up on him and helping him out, telling him, come back to his little little safe grounds and whatnot, and we'll get you some gas. You just pretty much gotta work for me for a few. And that's what he did. They wanted him. It was like a little compound full of hunters or whatever, hunting walkers to bring back. He was actually, to find out, he was working foraging that. Daryl was. Because all these walkers that they were gathering up, were getting sent back to Jeanette's little lab so she can do her further testing to make that fucking hybrid super super powered zombie, whatever, bro. This nigga on that shit. It's like Cocaine Bear times 1,000 or whatever. But yeah, he ends up disobeying one of the rules and gets sent to Jeanette, and Jeanette ends up what she does with people that fall out of line with her rules and regulations, get imprisoned and get fed to the walkers, all the walkers that they have and shit like that. But Daryl, given the lone wolf, smart, survivalist ass person he is, he got out of that shit and got the fuck on. And that's why she was on his head from the start, because he made her look like a fool, pretty much. But so back to the present. With Daryl and Laurent, he's teaching him how to some survival skills, because in a minute he about to be dropping that boy off. Well, what he thought. But he about to be, they about to make it to the nest, and they about to part their ways. And he's gonna be on his own, and he's gonna need how to learn. He's gonna need to know how to survive, and have some, whatever it take instincts. And given that he was raised by a whole bunch of nuns, this nigga was a little pussy boy. So, Daryl tried to whip him into shape as much as he could before they got there to the nest. Next thing you know, Aslan dies. A night that they were just resting up, setting up camp, they take that break from riding a boat and shit. Type of deal. That shit can be a little journey. I can't even imagine. So especially the person that's actually operating the boat. But yeah. Fucking he ends up dying by some walkers. Daryl ends up having to put him out his misery and shit, all some dumb shit like that. Saying his ass, getting his final last words and shit. Aslan's. So then they wake up the next fucking morning, and he finds that Laurent, bitch ass, done cut the boat loose from the rope and let that bitch, adrift into the fucking water. And that was their only transportation. So now they're fucked, and it's causing them to travel on foot for the rest of the journey. And the reason his dumbass did it, because he didn't want to be alone. I'm talking about, I lost everybody else in my life, and once we get there, I'm going to lose you. I don't want to be alone. It's just the apocalypse. You better suck that shit up and get to fucking stepping and do what you set out to do, my nigga. Fucking bullshit, bro. That nigga pissed me off. I would have been pissed. Daryl was pissed. He cut into that little boy. For a minute, he forgot he was talking to a little boy. Daryl made that little nigga cry. Like I said, I would have cut up too, bro. Cause it's sad, cause all Daryl trying to do is get home. All he trying to do is get home and do right, instead of just being, his little asshole, selfish, inconsiderate self that he usually is. So it's like, come on now. What is he supposed to do now? That was his last, that was his last straw with Laurent. He was getting irritated, fed up with the little nigga. But given that, they end up getting caught by Jeanette's crew. Another little fucking fuck up by Laurent, cause he dropped some shit out of his backpack when they were running into these bushes to hide from, cause Daryl peeped them coming. He peeped them coming, and they went to seek out a hiding spot. And Laurent dropped his Rubik's Cube and a book and some other dumb shit. So. And Daryl told his little ass to run. He told him to run, follow this compass, till you see some water or some bullshit, and I'll be right behind you, type of deal. Guess what Laurent did? He didn't listen. He left, but then he came right back, because they was about to start torturing Daryl and fucking gouging out his eyes, trying to get information out of him where the boy is. And so yeah, Jeanette ended up getting what she wanted, Laurent and fucking Daryl, the America. But yeah, man. And then fucking you got Isabel over here reconsidering life, because her dumb ass got, you know, got pretty much held captive by Quinn, and that was her choice of doing, because she felt like that would be the only way for Laurent to make it out, and fulfill the mission, the journey that she was trying to get, the prophecy or whatever that she thinks so hardly thinks he wields or whatever. But yeah, Quinn's trying to like woo him back into her graces, and she considers killing him, then reneges, then considers hurting herself or killing herself, slicing her wrist, reneges, and then like just says fuck it and start resorting to drastic measures, and just start uh doing what he says and playing the role. I don't know if she playing a role or if she just gave up. She fucking was about to end up fucking him. She ended up being his date to what he thought was a little shindig that Jeanette invited him to, but it was an ambush, trickery shit, and got him locked up because he was the reason they made it out. DARYL and Laurent. He paid some guards or whatever to let them pass through. So I guess we gave out that info. And yes, the old little bitter bitch. Yes. Yep. Why you can't trust these little slooties, man. You can't have it all. You can't have your side piece and try and, have a main piece. It's one or the other, man. That shit cuts deep with these women, I don't care what fucking, what ethnicity you are, if you're Arabic, fucking Albanian, fucking Chinese, fucking, any Russian, like, no. That shit ain't, no matter what, that shit is not sitting right with either one of the women. They may portray because of the religion, but at the end of the day, in the back of their mind, that shit ain't right. So, yeah, he got what he deserved. He got in prison right with DARYL, because they obviously the crew took Laurent and DARYL back, and ended up throwing them together in the same prison cell. Fucking, and then uses Isabel to get Laurent to do whatever special thing she wanted him to do. I don't even know yet. They ain't show it. I guess he's supposed to come out after she does this big little speech on how she's making Paris a united place again, and how I guess the prophecy. She's probably gonna try and use Laurent as to like where like this is how we're gonna get united back with the prophecy. We're coming together as one. Oh yes, shit like that. Everything be okay. No, bitch, you evil. Like that Laurent said, you ain't mad. Your heart broke. You got a broken heart, bitch. You're evil. Fucking. As she's giving out this speech, they show DARYL being, sorted out to this little area beneath her, like where they hold like little matches or whatever, like gauntlet matches or just like big little fights, wager fights or something. But yeah, he gets thrown out there. It's pretty much like, you know, how they did in Ragnarok, and Thor got thrown out there and fucking had to fight the Hawk and shit. It was just like that. But fucking this super hybrid zombie got launched out there at him, and they shot him up with some shit, and his eyes turned completely like pitch dark black, like on the Witcher type of deal. And yeah, that's how they ended that episode. They just screens went black as he was launching at Daryl, and you know they threw Daryl a little weapon and shit. You know, gave a dog a bone type of deal. Like, yeah, this is about as good as you gonna get from us, my nigga. Good looks. I mean, yeah, good looks on this little entertainment we about to see. You know, we'll see you soon. Probably turn you into one of these niggas too. What else? Oh yeah, they didn't really they didn't, you know, disclose a lot of info on what Isabel had got, but I guess it was like a little letter. This was like in the midst of her considering whether she wanted to go with Quinn or not. When she wanted to cut herself or not and shit, hurt her, harm herself. You know, Quinn was having his little servants bring her breakfast every morning, shit like that, keeping her well fed, well rested, shit like that. But I guess it was a little letter on the little tray from a friend of hers up from the nest or something. They didn't show what it said, but that really made her decision even easier, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, she didn't go through with the hurting herself. She ended up trying to, you know, please Twin and do some type of evil plan or something. Who knows what she was trying to get at. Also, like I said, they teased with a might be of Rick returning, with Michonne returning with Rick, because one of the parts of Daryl backstory, they showed him finally getting a hold of a radio through the old dude that helped him and gave him gasoline and shit for his, or it was that picked him up and told him he can help him and shit like that. You know, like get home and shit, as long as he helped him out with the walkers. And he got a hold of Carol, but it was like a little faded, and the signal was getting bad. You know, it only worked for so long on the radio, which was what old boy told him. You know, we've been at this for a minute. The signal is getting shittier and shittier, and she sounded a little off. So, like, she was trying to act like normal, like whoever she was in front of, but still give off, you know, a little sign or a warning, like someone's bad, someone bad's back. It can't be, because she off the rip she would have said, you know, Rick home, he's home, or Rick's alive, or he's alive, not he's back. Now, who's back? But who could it be? Really? Ooh, Dwight? That's the only one I think of. I don't even know. Who the fuck? That one is left up in the air. So, cause as he slowly, you know, heard what she said, it started getting all staticky and shit as she was trying to talk again. Then it just, yeah, that was it. It was a little teaser. So there you have it, guys. next episode is going to be the final, season finale and whatnot. Hope it's a great one. Leave some comments, like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I will be back soon with some more videos. I'm not even just gonna say when. I'll be back because I'm gonna be pumping these bitches out for sure this month. I promise y'all that. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Support the motherfucking court, and as I always say, toodles.